Hello again, time for a new model railway news update for you, keeping you up to date with some interesting new announcements from these manufacturers, and in this video there's some new models across a number of different scales. As always, this is a totally unbiased news update, don't have any affiliate links, and I'm not sponsored by any manufacturer or supplier to do this video. So remember to shop around for the best prices. Okay, with that all said, let's get on with it. Now, I've taken a short break to film some stuff over in Poland, and while I was away, Hornby made a surprise announcement that they were doing a new tooling of their GNR Class J13, later called the LNER J52 060 tank engines. What's weird about this is that Rapido only just announced a brand new model of this tank engine too, and so it looks like Hornby have decided to retool their previously released model from 1981 just in time to compete with the Rapido. Or are they? We've been told these three new models won't be quite the same livery and specification as the Rapido ones, so that's all good, right? I'm not so sure. Take for example this one, GNR number 1257. How much different is this going to be to Rapido's version number 1210? Sure, colours look different here, but remember Rapido's one is just a CAD rendering at the moment. Also the price points are a bit too close for comfort too, with Hornby's RRP set at $174.99 and Rapido at $164.95. Anyway, as well as the GNR one, Hornby are offering this one in LNER Black as number 4225, with Rapido doing 4226. And Hornby's third one is this one in BR Early Emblem Black as 68873, with Rapido doing this as well as number 68838. I can't for the life of me think why these two companies are doing exactly the same thing, and it'll certainly be interesting to do a Hornby versus Rapido side-by-side comparison of these when they come out. I predict one other, let's say famous YouTube channel will probably predictably do just that video. Anyway, there was even a post on Facebook about the two companies doing the same model and how they are working together to provide more choice. But is this really choice when it comes down to the same logo, just different numbers? Hornby's aren't due to the second half of 2025, so there'll be a bit of a wait, but from my perspective, this is a really daft thing for these companies to do, and I really hope it doesn't end up biting one or both of them in the ass later on. Hornby also announced a new batch of Class 60 models in these four new livery options, and in the case of the Load Hall and GBRF livery versions, coming with their TXS digital sound system pre-fitted. Due to arrive in March 2025, these are priced at $294.99 for the sound-fitted duo, with the other two being cheaper at $249.99. But, just like the tank engines, these are coming up against another manufacturer. This time, Acura Scale with their Class 60 is coming in Q1 2025 as well, and they are cheaper too. So what's going on here? Have we got to the stage where there's nothing left new to model, so it's just doing everyone else's stuff over and over? It just doesn't make sense to me. Anyway, if you fancy these Hornby models, then you can pre-order from the Hornby website now. All this was being announced at the National Festival of Railway Modelling show, where there were also some decorated samples of Hornby's Flirt, which I've covered before on this channel. Also, decorated samples of Locomotion, which I think is one of the best things Hornby have decided to do in a very long time. Looks good too. I'll be doing more updates on this model soon, so subscribe to keep yourself up to date. Okay, next we have a new release announced from the plastic kit manufacturer Revell in HO scale. It's another model to add to the range of steam locomotives construction kits, and this time it's a BR18 number 505. This one has the T38 tender, and it does look pretty smart. Lots of great detail in this kit, including glazing and a length of plastic track to display the loco on. Something to keep you entertained as the weather gets colder, and this kit is coming in around £28, which is not bad at all. Available in January 2025. Dapol are back in the news as they have given us some sample photos showing the different decorations on their upcoming Class 142 Pacer 2-car diesel multiple units in N scale. This is a second run of this model, which as far as I can tell is only the livery that's different from the previous run. There's 5 liveries being produced this time, and we have sample photos of all of them. As you can see, the liveries look very well applied, even with some of them, like this first Great Western one, being quite complicated. The model also looks great too and comes with flush fit glazing, a close coupling mechanism with corridor connection, directional lights on both cars, with one being powered, the other being a dummy car. They come in either DC or DCC with a Next 18 decoder socket incorporating independently controllable interior and exterior lighting. Pretty good spec for N scale, and these are bound to be popular. Prices come in at an RRP of $162 for DC, or a strange amount of 205/20 for DCC, and all models are due for release in Q2 2025. So we mentioned Rapido earlier in this video, and they are back again with yet more of their teeny tiny wagons in 00 scale. This time it's some new tooling of the Great Eastern Railway Diagram 17 and Diagram 48 wagons, so these are either 5 or 7 plank open wagons with 2 axles. These will feature the usual wealth of full external, internal and underframe detail, including different brakes, door types, builder's plate styles, buffers, axle boxes, safety loops and brake lever guards. All models feature Great Eastern style 8-spoke wheels with distinctive retaining rings and are finished off with brass bearings and a high quality livery application. And talking of liveries, there's no end of them with this big range covering all the popular types you'd want. They're all coming in at an RRP of $32.95 each, and you can pre-order now. I'm not sure of the delivery time on these, but I'll update on this channel when I find out. That's not all though, as also retooled are the LB and SCR Diagram 8 covered goods vans, which are coming this time around in 18 different liveries. These wagons offer the usual amount of full external and underframe detail, and also include different brakes, axle boxes, through fitted and unfitted, and stepped and unstepped versions as appropriate. These ones come in an RRP of $34.95 each, and again you can pre-order now. They're another one I'm not sure of the delivery time, so yeah, I'll update you on these two when I find out. Rails of Sheffield kicked off their so-called advent calendar of deals with a new collab wagon. This time a collaboration with Dapol and Peak Ales Brewery with their logo on this blue wagon. Yes, it's a wagon you can get loads of liveries on, but this one is limited edition and the wagon comes with 2 beer mats as well, one with rails on it and the other with Peak Ales. Coming in at $19.95, you can also opt to get this custom weathered for an additional $7.95 if you want. Available to order now from the Rails website. There's also been some new TT scale, or TT120 scale as it's known here in the UK, from German manufacturer Tillig. In this section of the video I'll have the German RRP in euros, as I don't currently know of a supplier here in the UK. If you know of one, let me know in the comments below. However, you can buy direct from the Tillig website and get them to ship direct to the UK. It works out not too bad. Anyway, let's get into it. First is this, and we have a photo of the actual model now. It's the DBAG Class 193 electric locomotive number 3662 in the I Am Eisengander's livery. This is actually a great model that's been available in a range of liveries already and features NEM 662 digital interface, lighting front and rear with a 3-light headlight or 2-light rear directional setup. You can even run this from overhead pickup too, and it is fitted with 4 finely detailed pantographs, just like the real thing. You can also fit sound to this as an optional extra. A great model, and comes in with an RRP of €240.80 in Germany. And here's another livery option for you on the same model. This time it's the SBB Cargo, which has all the same features as the last one and the same price. This now is a BR285 with a Mine Zoo livery on it. Different on each side, and I'm not actually sure if this is a real local livery, but it's certainly interesting. It's another great TT scale model with the same feature set, although no overhead pickup obviously because it's a diesel loco. This one comes in at $124.90, which I think is a nice price for this. Next we have another livery. This time it's a PKP Intercity Class 370 electric locomotive. This one is numbered 006 in the 20 years of PKP Intercity livery. This is a limited edition model and again comes with the usual specification on Tillig TT scale locomotives. This one is priced at a German RP of €245.60. Okay, on to rolling stock now, and we have this great looking coach in the form of the DR Type B4U second class passenger coach. Unlike all the locos we looked at, which were Era 6, this coach is Era 3. This model can be fitted, like many other Tillig coaches, with a lighting kit that they supply separately, but without it, its normal RRP price is $75.70. We've also got this fabulous looking KPEV mail coach, the Imperial Post, also from Era 3, a little more expensive now at $77.20. Or you can opt for this in the Deutsche Post livery, which is a little less exciting to me, but it's priced the same anyway. Also, Era 3 is this 6-wheel coach from the Deutsche Reichsbahn. This is just a new number on a previously released model, but this one is priced at an RRP of $44.90. Or you can opt for it without the brakeman's cab, again just a renumber of a previously released model. Both are really good though, and this one has an RRP of $44.90 as well. Some new wagons too, with this acid tank car being first. It's a Deutsche Reichsbahn type ZD tank wagon, which looks pretty cool with some nice printing on it. Priced at €39.31, which is a strange RRP price, but there you go. Next we have this bogie van from the DR as well. It's a Type GGRHTS, again from Era 3, and priced at €40.70. And they've also done this freelance livery of the same wagon in a made-up DRG livery, representing an Era 2 wagon, which is a darker brown colour to the previous one. It's the same price too though. This is a very popular wagon to model. This time from Era 4 we have the Deutsche Bundesbahn Type UCS 909 silo wagon. Nice details on this and priced at €43.60. Next it's a Deutsche Bahn AG Type RS 689 low-sided bogie wagon, this one from Era 6, and it's loaded with some interesting ceiling panels. It's priced at €72.49. And finally for this update we have another Deutsche Reichsbahn wagon. This one is a Type ZAS-W bogie tank wagon from Era 4. It's a bit of a plain livery but some really nice details in the Hazchem boards and priced at another strange price of €54.91. So let's get off the rails where we take a look at the weird and let's say wonderful train related stuff that is perhaps a little odd or silly. Well, it's coming up to Christmas and you might be thinking of the Office Christmas Jumper Day. Well, we stick again with the Railway Museum, who are offering this red train jumper. Not based on any specific logo, apparently. This jumper certainly screams, "Talk to me and you'll regret it," to anyone who might approach. Of course, in a world where every stylish person would opt for the Greggs jumper at $19.99, you can go ahead and pay double that for no reason whatsoever. Bargain. Anyway, that's the video folks, thanks for watching. I'm sure there'll be more coming soon, so subscribe to keep yourself up to date, and I'll see you on the next one.